So it's British Grand Prix, Silverstone, United Kingdom.
Welcome to Exxon F1, also known as from Lawon, Colum, Africa.
The first thing we have to talk about now is that new team we have been looking for, APX GP. That is the 11th team that will be joining the Silverstone Grand Prix this weekend. Remember the movie Apex will be filming in Silverstone this weekend, and Brad Pitt will be driving Silverstone, and I think he'll be driving alongside some drivers in some of the practices during the weekend. It's going to be great. And Brad Pitt's name in the movie will be Sonny Hayes, and he'll be driving a modified F2 car. The car was by Mercedes AMG F1. The F2 car was modified to become a Formula 1 car, and it will be driven by Brad Pitt. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy, and there are lots of expectations for the movie, and I'm sure a lot of people will be waiting to watch the movie. He will have his own garage. He will have his own team this weekend. That being said, Mercedes are bringing their upgrades. That's the front wing, which they promised. That will be the second to the last major upgrade they are bringing. Their next big upgrade will be coming in Hungary. So they are bringing the front wing to Silverstone. Now they hope that front wing will drag them closer to the Red Bull, but possibly they are still going to be in a fight with the Ferraris, the Aston Martins, and the McLaren. Because the upgrade McLaren brought has really pushed them forward. Learning through that upgrade, we are hoping that will push them forward better, and it will look nice to see them really doing well, because there's nothing like seeing good competitive race this season. I can tell you, it's been a dull season except for the Austrian race, and the Austrian race was only lively in the middle. That is in the middle of the pack, from the Ferrari to the Mercedes to the Aston Martin and to the McLaren. That's where the fun is. The track limit was just nonsense calls that we don't really expect, because we can see that a lot of teams struggle through it. Laps were deleted during the practice session, during the qualifying, during the sprint race. Now getting into the real race, is something that is really new. I think they should fear the drivers more. But it brought fun at some point. But the real annoying thing was at the end of the race when they were dashing penalties to the team. But like I said, we really saw McLaren did well in the last week. So let's see how they will fare this weekend with the Mercedes upgrade. And there's no possibility that Mercedes bringing the front wing will not bring side pods to date it and also tweak their floor. They will bring something like possibly a revised side pod, or they will tweak the side pods or something around the side pod, but there will be something on the floor to complement the front wing they are bringing to that race. Then Alfa Romeo Sauber are also bringing upgrades. They are bringing front wings and floors to their car. Meanwhile, the Alfa Tauri are bringing floors. They are bringing an improved floor to their car to make gains, because they are the last in the championship table. So they are bringing new floors to make the car drive better. Williams are also bringing upgrades to make the car better, because of the impact the upgrade they brought in Canada is having on the car, is making the car faster. They need to complement it with some free of upgrades, because they are very, very fast on the straight. So they need to do something to their low speed corners and some part of the high speed corners, in which we know Silverstone has a lot of high speed corners, and we are going to see more from them. We're going to see a lot more from them. So those are teams bringing upgrades to the race in Silverstone. So we expect great racing. And for the home team, almost all these teams have their own base in Britain. The Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari is in Italy, but they have some little teams they run in Britain. The Sauber Alfa Romeo is a Swiss team, but they have some little workshop they run in the UK. The Haas team is an American team, but they run a UK factory. The Red Bull is an Austrian team, but they run a UK factory. The Alpine is a French team, but they run a UK factory, So almost all the teams are UK based teams, and they have a lot of British drivers. So it's more like home race for most of the drivers. So it's going to be something to watch for most of them. I can tell you drivers like Carlos Sainz has spent most of his life in Britain. Alex Albon has spent most of his life in UK. He was even born and bred in UK. Parents are from Thailand. Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Lando Norris are British drivers. Piastri is an Australian driver, spent most of his life in UK. Almost all of them have ties in UK, so it's going to be a wonderful race, and let's see what that brings. We'll be having our FP1 and FP2 practice tomorrow. We have been FP3 and qualifying on Saturday, so let's watch out for the race. It's going to be lit. Bye. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment. We'd love to see more of you. We love you. Cheers. We have a new friend in the house. We are in Nigeria here, West Africa. He provides internet for us. They provide the best internet around the mainland, and I know they are still moving to the highland and they are moving all around Nigeria. But for you to get internet on the mainland, contact Fibrad Telecom Limited. They get you sorted out ASAP. The best cable internet on the mainland. Fiber, I think they get sorted out. We talk much about them in the course of some of our videos, but contact them. They get sorted out. If you're a builder, if you're an art collector,
If you have a showroom, Pen Rated is the best place to get the artworks you need for your new buildings, for your art collections, for your showroom, for your exhibition. Pen Rated Art have one of the best murals, mosaic works, and different art patterns in Nigeria presently. And is somebody that you can communicate with, talks to you, you tell him what you want, and he will bring the reality out for you. To contact Rated Art, his number is right up here, and you can also go on social media links that are pasted right up here to check out some of his works. Thank you. Teams Gadget. Teams Gadget is for those of you that cannot easily go to the market to get your phones, your laptops, your accessories. Just place a call through. His phone number is there. It gets you the best. It's your shop plug to get you the best phones, accessories, laptops, games, and other accessories for your computer gaming experience. Contact Teams Gadget and you get them for you.